Hi guys, so I'm back with a new video and let's talk about Until Dawn. I guess this is a pretty anticipated film for a lot of people, but I would say most of us are kind of going into it with, I would say lower expectations because it's really tricky with games to film adaptations, like when movies try to adapt video games, it's not always it goes well. I would say, like, I haven't seen it, but from what I've heard, that the last one that did it right is The Last of Us. But yeah, I wasn't expecting much from this film. I had high hopes. Let's say I was trying to keep my bar like low, but I had a feeling this would be good, and I guess let's just see if I was right. So, if you don't know what Until Dawn is about, it's based on a video game that, as far as I know, I haven't played the game. I have seen someone play the game, but I haven't played it myself. But as far as I know, the story of the film is different from the one in the video game. It follows like the same characters and a similar storyline, but the movie is about this group of friends that get trapped in this town, I would say, and they keep reliving the same night over and over again. I don't know if that's exactly a spoiler, but it's something that I already knew going into the film, and I haven't seen any of the trailers, so I would say that's not really a spoiler. But if it is, I'm sorry. Also, like, people who have played the game know like what the film is about, and although like the game you can get two different endings, you know basically what the film is about and what it's going to do, and it changes a few things as far as I know, and like from what people told me. But yeah, that's basically it, and I'm sorry if I spoiled a little bit of the film. I don't know, I don't think it's a spoiler, but yeah. As far as the cast goes, I don't know any of the actors, but a lot of their faces seem like recognizable. I think I've seen them before in something else. So yeah. So the film stars Ella Rubin as Clover, Michael Cimino, I hope I'm pronouncing his name right, as Max, Odessa Azion as Nina, and Ji Young Woo, hope I'm pronouncing her name right, as Megan. I think the biggest name in the film is Maya Mitchell, but she's not really that much in the film. So yeah, I would say like the main actors are the first four that I mentioned. And now, I guess let's get to my thoughts. First of all, I have to say that this. Remember when in my previous video I said that Sinners was the first like horror of the year? This one is the first like just straight up horror film of the year, I would say. Like, Sinners is an exceptional film and it's horror, definitely, but there's also like a few other subgenres. This one is straight up horror and it feels like a horror film. It's like we haven't had a lot of these type of films this year. Like, it's just horror with jump scares and with, like, I would say monsters and ghosts and just a creepy vibe overall. So I was happy with that. And overall, I would say I am happy with the film. I think they accomplished something good. Again, I haven't played the game, and it's been a while since I've seen someone play the game. So I don't exactly remember everything, but I would say this is a good adaptation, because with games like this that it's story based, I don't think you should just copy and paste. So they did something different, and I think it works really well. Like this type of film that it's about like a loop, I think it works really well with the Until Dawn like world, and the film really feels like a video game. Like the look of the characters, like the actors, how they look straight out of a video game. The set design, like it feels very authentic, and again, as far as I remember, it looks pretty similar to, at least it feels like a video game. The setting and the camera movements, there's some things that really like reminded me of video games. And overall, on that level, I would say, yeah, I think this is a good, not only a good horror film, but also a good video game adaptation. But you would have to like talk to someone who has played the game and is more of a fan. For me, it did what it should do. I was entertained, and I was actually surprised with like where they went with the horror, because I was expecting like something a bit cheesy and like a lot of jump scares, and there are a few jump scares, not as many as I thought it would have, but there are jump scares obviously. But there are also a lot of gore moments and some moments that seriously really took me by surprise. So I think all of that is due to the director, David F. Sandberg. Like he did Annabelle Creation, if I'm not mistaken, and he did Lights Out, as well as the Shazam films. But like you can tell this is director that understands horror. So I'm happy with a lot of the things that this film do. It's just the only thing that is just making me not love it as much is just the, I would say, predictability. Just it's, yeah, you can sort of guess where it's going. Although the ending surprised me, I wasn't expecting it to end like that, but it's a little bit predictable, and you're just in for like seeing what's going to happen to the characters next, like the loop. So yeah, it's entertaining, but there's something missing, just something else to make it like a really good horror film. And I guess I don't have anything else to say, so let's just get to my scores. So I really debated with the score of this film. It would be between a 3 and a 3.5, but because I have to compare it to other films that I've seen this year, and there are some other films that I liked a little bit more than this one. So at the end of the day, I'm gonna give this film a 3 out of 5. It's almost a 3.5. I almost gave it a 3.5 because I think it really succeeds in the horror department, in the video game adaptation department. So I liked it, but again, as I said, there's something missing, and maybe it's just personal taste, because there are some other films, like for example Drop, that I watched last week, 2 weeks ago. I think it's not as well made as this film, but I think I enjoyed it a little bit more because it's a bit more my style. So yeah, I don't know, there's just something missing to make it a better one, like to give it a higher score. Cinematography, I am going to give it a 3.5 out of 5. It's almost your typical horror film look, but it has those touches of a video game. There's also some little things. There's like one scene that it's a found footage scene, so I like that. And yeah, there's some interesting moments visually. Originality, I think I'm gonna give it a 2 out of 5. I don't think it's the most original film. One, it's based on a video game, but two, like there's a lot of other films that do something like this, like a loop and a group of friends that are trapped in a situation. So I don't think this is a very original film, but it is an entertaining one, and I think if you like the game, you'll like the film. And if you're not really familiar with the game, I think you're going to like the film even more because you don't have anything to compare it to. So yeah, I think people will enjoy this one. I don't think people will love this film, but I think people will like it and enjoy it and be entertained by it, and that's enough. So yeah, guys, these are my thoughts on Until Dawn. I don't know who has seen it already, but if you have seen the film already, tell me in the comments what you thought. If you have played the game and seen the film, please tell me how it compares, because I have a vague idea, but yeah, I want to hear from someone that has played the game and has seen the film, and yeah, I want people to compare it. So tell me everything in the comments, and if you haven't seen it yet, tell me if you are planning on watching it, if you are excited about the film, and yeah, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, and I'll see you in my next video.